I think we're live. Morning everybody. Welcome to another CYT-Crypto. Are we live? Let's check this. Sorry, it was a bit hectic this morning. I was doing something else. Okay, are we live? Are we live? I think we are. Okay, I'm just going to check 1 wee second. I'll just drink my coffee there. Right, we're live. Okay, I'm just going to jump over to the chat area just now. So, welcome to another CYT-Crypto. My name is Stephen Aitchison. Today we're just going to be going over the markets as usual, looking at stories and a few kind of other projects as well. So, who is in the house? We've got Kim O'Brien, one of our Brown admins, just back from celebration. Welcome back, Kim. Mike D, another Brown admin, is in the house this morning. Davey Stew, another Brown admin as well. Bruce Rudling, Rishikesh Chowdhury is in the house. Rafi Bogosian, Stephen King, John Warburton, Adver Hagen. Welcome to you, Chris Noble. Honest Crypto Journey is in the house as well. Welcome to you, buddy. Hector Carbajal is in the house. Rob UK, another brilliant admin, is in the house. Harlem UK, Wellbill Nasio, Jacob Hopkins, Aram Martirosian, and RC is in the house as well. And Mac Paul has just joined us as well, so welcome back to you. Okay, so we're just going to go over the markets just now, see what the hell's happening. Coinmarketcap.com. In fact, I'm just going to go to 1 second. Coincheckup.com and check that, see if that's no, it's okay. I thought there was something else on that. And just go to CoinMarketCap. Okay, so CoinMarketCap market capitalization sitting at 256 billion. Just now, Bitcoin dominance gone down slightly, 47.4%, which is good for the alts. We can see a kind of move in the alts market just now. So a wee bit of a mini run on the alts just now, which is good. It's good for overall sentiment. Bitcoin price is up to 7,110 at the minute. I think it's a wee bit lower than that, is it? Yeah, 7,055. So it's coming back down a wee bit again. So I need to see where that goes. Hopefully it's going to hold above $7,000, the Bitcoin price. But we need to wait and see. It's above the 15 EMA on the hourly chart just now. So we want to stay above $7,000, then go up to the 7,200, 7,500 and back up again. But we need to wait and see what's happening. It's still kind of a swing. Just traders don't know what they want to do. They're going to kind of sell off. They're going to buy. They just don't know what to do at this price. But that's the situation just now. Who's the winners and losers over the last 24 hours? Holochain has gone up from 8 Satoshi to 11 Satoshi. I literally put something out yesterday talking about one of the top 3 coins to get 100% gain was Holochain at 8 Satoshi, or it's sitting at 7 or 8 Satoshi, and it jumped up to 11 Satoshi, but I don't think it's there just now. I think it's kind of going down. I need to wait. We'll come off that. I hate when they do that. Okay. So where's Holochain just now? Yeah, it's back up to 10.11. It looks like it'll be coming down soon, so probably go back to 9.10. But I think Holochain could be a really good one for at least 100% for the end of the year as well. I'll be releasing an article for Xtrade, which I usually write every week on a Monday, but I've been doing it on Tuesday. I'll be out today as well, talking about top 3 coins. But I might do a top 5 for 100% gain for the end of the year. But Holochain was definitely one of them. It just looks like a really interesting project, not like the blockchain that we kind of know. It's like blockchain 3.0. So that's why I was looking at Holochain. And I actually was in Holochain, but it was just way too slow for me because I couldn't do anything with the trading. Should have stayed in it, but I like trading anyway. I like the aspect, or the fun aspect of trading, and the kind of research aspect of trading as well. So Holochain, yeah, I think that's going to continue rising. Maybe not from here if it comes back down a wee bit, but Holochain is one of the big risers. Moac, H-Share, Digibyte, Zencash, Elf, 0x, Walton Chain, Polymath, Icon, Aurora, and they're all coming up in green. Just now, who's in the red? We've only got about 5% in the red. Kin is back down to 179. That's going up and down just now. It's a good trading coin at the minute. Kin, good long-term hold, but good trading coin as well. XRP down 0.15%. Kryptonex, Emercoin, IOTA, Denta coin as well has gone down. That's only about 6% of the top 100. We'll go to the next 100. Have a wee look at them as well. I'm just going to check on things. Yep, sound level's okay. Nangecoin, never heard of them. 27.51%. Scry, Syscoin is up. Singularity Net, Salt, Storgy, Sonium, Substratum, Cube, Enigma, they've all up. Who's kind of down? Prism, Nexty, Bank to the Future. I really like Simon Dixon from Bank to the Future. He does brilliant videos on YouTube. But they're down just now. Dragon Chain is back down. 19 cents for Dragon Chain. I actually thought about buying that about $1 or something. I'm glad I didn't now. Kitcoin Safe Exchange as well there. Kind of in the running there as well. Well, they're down just now, but Safe Exchange, never heard of them. I know a lot of people talk about Safe Exchange. Okay, so that's it for just now for the overall markets. Just now we'll just look at Bitcoin. As I said, it looks as if it wants to come back down. It just went down there to 7023. So we'll see if it's going to go below that $7,000 mark. $7,000 is a psychological barrier as well, so I need to wait and see what's it sitting like on the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart looks not too bad actually. It's the green candle, but it might turn red there. And we'll just have a quick look on the daily chart as well. So not looking too hot for Bitcoin at the moment. I need to see how that's affecting the alts. So this is the kind of risers in the alts market. This is on Binance. That's not all alts. So we've got hot there at 11%. Yeah, so it's come back off a wee bit. 8% for TNB, HSR, OST, Poly was up. Via was up as well. A lot of them in the green, but not big kind of risers at the minute. PundyX is going down again, 28.29. That's fine. PundyX, BQX, I had a wee run up. That's on the daily chart. So we did have a little run on the alts. I don't know if this is going to put a stop to it, this kind of Bitcoin price going down. So we need to wait and see what happens with that. 7026, 720. So we need to see a rise and a steady rise above $7,000, and we'll get more coming into the alts as well, I would imagine. Okay, we'll just go back to chat just now. Harlem UK mentioned in my poll. Alex Jug is in. Harold H is in. Mike D. Your mic sounds a bit iffy, Steve. Your mic. So, what is it with the mic? I'm just going to check the sound levels. Put on microphone minus. System audio capture. We want off. So it should just be that. I put the mic right in front of me, see if that makes a difference. Turn this up a little bit. I'm just going to check. Your mic sounds fine to me, Honest Crypto Journey. I'll just check the sound because I know some. So it should just be. It sounds okay. Put the mic right in front of me. See. Yep. Sounds okay now, hopefully that's it. Morning Steve, sound fine my end. Gavin Mearns, Jacobus, Van Beek, morning Steve and all. Quick question, have the BABB team disclosed how we'll get the unbanked to use the app when it's ready? Do they have a marketing strategy in place? They do, apparently they do have a marketing strategy in place. Obviously they've not disclosed what they're going to be doing just yet, but they do have a marketing strategy in place to get people to actually start using the app and opening up the bank accounts once it's in place. Hopefully before the end of this year or just at the beginning of next year. that they'll have the banking license and the app will be in place. Well, they could still open the app just now because they've got the e-money license already, so they could still use the app just now, but I think it's going to be in conjunction with the banking license. And BABB actually reached a target, so you'll probably all know this anyway, but I'll just kind of show you anyway. So BABB reached the £1.5 million target, and they've just gone about £7,000 over that just now. I think they're going to leave it open just now, and they might close it within a couple of days, so you've still got time to get in, get some equity in BABB the company if you want to do that. But they've reached a target now, and they'll get that funding from Crowdcube. So if they didn't reach the target, they wouldn't get any money. They wouldn't get any of that. Even if it was 1,499,999, they wouldn't get it if they didn't raise the full 1.5 million. So they've got it. That's guaranteed just now, and that'll go towards their banking licenses, which is a good thing for Lithuania and obviously Bank of England as well. So that's brilliant news for BABB. Well done, the BABB team. I noticed they put a video out as well, so brilliant news for BABB as well. Really chuffed with that. So now it's a matter of kind of waiting and getting them to get the banking license, and that's what they'll be working on and focusing on. I'll just see, I think there's about 11-12 Satoshi on KuCoin, or 10-11, kind of going up and down just now. So I'll just see what they are on KuCoin. I like to do KuCoin because it's in Satoshi. 11-12. They've got a little bit of a wall at 13 million at 11 Satoshi and 17 million at 10 Satoshi. But they've got sell walls as well at 12, 13, 14. Could easily be broken down with some good news. And obviously them reaching their target is good news, but it's good news for us because we're following them. Is anybody else interested in that just now? So this is where the marketing strategy comes in as well. So it's positive for BABB. It's a really good step in the right direction. So now it's just a matter of getting the bank. It's not just a matter of getting the banking licenses, but it's a matter of getting the banking licenses now, and that's what they'll be focused on for the rest of the year. Obviously they'll be working on the app still as well, the black card as well coming out, and the AI technology they've got as well. Martin and Sonia, morning Stephen all, good morning to you, good to have you here. Davey Stewie, CET coin up 37%, thank goodness. I'm just going to have a wee look. So coinex.com, I've got a wee bit kind of stashed in there. So was a BTC market. This is just for me, 886 it is just now. That's good because it was down about 700. So that's on a daily, just look on the hourly. So it did go down to 723. So this is basically Coinex. If you've never heard of Coinex, basically it's a staking, it's not staking, it's a mining trading exchange. So what you do is you buy the CET coin and you kind of hold it, you get them, you let them hold it kind of for you, or lock it. So I've got some coins that are actually locked just now, and what they're doing is mining as well, so you get mining fees when you're trading as well. I think they're going to be changing that soon as well. They're going to be making an announcement. But I thought it was a good one just to test, and because it's actually a good exchange as well, it's not a bad exchange. So myself and Dave have been using this. I don't know if anybody else has been using Coinex. And what you do every kind of single day, you get about 0.54% return on your investment. I'm not going to log in just now and show you, but you get the likes of Bitcoin Cash, you get Bitcoin, you get Tether, you get some of the newer coins that have come on the exchange as well, like Linfinity. So I think it's good. I think it's worth trying as an experiment for me. I'm not asking you, saying you should try it, but it was up to 965. So basically what you do is you buy the coins, the CET tokens, that's the native tokens to Coinex. You buy them and you lock them. So I bought them, I think it was when it was way up. Well, it wasn't way up, it was 1400 or something. They had been as high as 2000. But it was about 1400, but they've since come back down. So they've been as high as 2300. I bought them about 1400 or 1600 it was actually, so a lot higher. So it's kind of halved, but I'm not too bothered. I was just kind of going to sit there for 6 months to a year and just see what happened with it, as I thought more and more people are going to be coming to CoinEx. So yeah, that's interesting. Thanks for letting me know that, Davey. I didn't check it this morning. Kim O'Brien, sounds fine to me. Cool. BABB has met the crowdfunding target. Yeah, you've just showed that just now. I think I'm a little behind on the comments. So you're a little behind on my kind of talking. Jacobus Van Beek, great, thanks, sounds good, excellent. Marcus Jafari is in. Cole Phillips is in. What happened to Scottish Bull? Has disappeared since his BABB scam comments. What was that all about? Obviously we can't really discuss kind of what happened there, but he'll still be there. He'll still be hopefully coming back as well, Scottish Bull. I don't know if he's on just now, but hopefully he's coming back to the group as well. Okay, so some news that was quite interesting. I've only had a few minutes to look at the news this morning. I was all kind of prepared on that this morning, but I had to go and do something. So just looking at quick news. Jamie Dimon, JP Morgan Chase CEO. I probably shouldn't say any more about cryptocurrency. You're damn right you shouldn't. This is Jamie Dimon, who's been spreading lots of FUD over the last kind of year about kind of Bitcoin and cryptocurrency in general. And he's come out and said in an interview that he should really not say any more about cryptocurrency when he asked for his view on cryptocurrency. So I don't like Jamie Dimon because he chops and changes, and so I just don't like that at all, the way he's kind of come out and kind of decried cryptocurrency, then said it might be good, and then it kind of done a U-turn and stuff like that as well. And JP Morgan coming out and doing stuff with crypto, just don't trust him at all. So that was in the news. Crypto Daily. Coinbase, this was the kind of main heading for this video today. I thought at the beginning of this year, when I started doing the videos, I was looking at Coinbase and I'm thinking there's loads of kind of projects out that are just going to make Coinbase obsolete. It's just going to be irrelevant, and I kind of said it was going to be irrelevant within about a year or something. However, I have to kind of hold my hands up and say I totally got that wrong. What Coinbase are doing, they're doing brilliant for institutional investors, for the small-time investors. So they're bringing out news all the time. I don't know if you've seen this. They're bringing out news all the time. Obviously, we see coins getting listed. That's a big news that everybody pays attention to. This is relatively small news, but really potentially huge as well. So a new Coinbase plugin will help Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin and Bitcoin Cash reach millions. So the digital currency exchange headquartered in San Francisco has released a new plugin available to now download. So basically what it's going to do, it's going to give millions of kind of websites the power to accept major digital currencies such as Bitcoin, Bitcoin Cash, Litecoin and Ethereum. So the plugin will also allow merchants to accept digital currency directly from clients all around the world. And this plugin is intended to work with WooCommerce. If you don't know what WooCommerce is a kind of WordPress kind of theme, and WooCommerce helps kind of WordPress users, and there's millions and millions and millions of WordPress users around the world. Helps WordPress users to do commerce on their kind of sites. So the popular open source platform that's currently designed to work with over 3 million WordPress websites, actually more than that. In a new blog from Coinbase, they announced a new plugin is already available for download on GitHub. So it's from merchants using WooCommerce, one of the most popular e-commerce platforms on the web. It's now easier than ever to start accepting cryptocurrencies as a form of payment. This is probably going to get overlooked, but this is huge. This could be huge news because, like I said, there's millions upon millions of WordPress users out there. I've got WordPress blogs. I've been blogging for the last 10, 12 years. 12 years ago, I first set up my blog, and I've been using WordPress since then, and I know thousands of kind of WordPress users as well. So this is actually really, really big, and it's Coinbase that are leading the charge for this as well. They've obviously got new coins coming up, and they've got the custodial services that they're bringing out as well for institutional investors. They've got Coinbase Pro, they've got everything coming out just now, and they're really leading the charge for crypto and trying to get the masses into crypto as well. So I totally take back what I said at the beginning of the year and said Coinbase were going to be obsolete or irrelevant. They were going to become irrelevant if they didn't keep up to date, but they've more than kept up to date with the crypto space and probably leading the charge with the crypto space as well. So love what they're doing just now. totally love it. Obviously they've got UK payments now as well in pounds, which you could only do in kind of euros before, and then it was converted. So that's good news as well. So it just seems on a daily basis Coinbase are really doing something big, that are really leading the charge in the crypto space. So I thought that was interesting. Okay, this is from CCN. Only a matter of time before SEC approves Bitcoin ETF, Tech VC. So this was from the market. This was from CCN.com, and it was an article in there saying the market is rapidly approaching the point of acceptance for a Bitcoin ETF, and the Securities and Exchange Commission will eventually approve an ETF in the near future. We all kind of knew that anyway. We all kind of think it's going to approve an ETF in the future. This is opinion of Fat Fish Internet Group CEO Kinwai Lau, speaking to CNBC last week. So according to Lau, what the market is experiencing is a second wave rally for Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies, a strong wave of demand driven by institutional investment, entry and adoption. So this, he said, is generally a positive sign for early adopters and people with an interest in the sector. So what he's saying is this is like a second wave, so it's like a second bite of the cherry for kind of Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And I believe this as well. I still think we're at the bottom, near the bottom rung of the ladder. As much as we know about the space, and you know about it, and it's kind of, it might be part of your world like it is mine just now as well, and we think everybody must know about it, but hardly anybody still knows about Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies and how to get into it. Hardly anybody still knows about it. So we're still at the bottom rung of the ladder, or maybe the second step of the ladder. So we're still very early adopters, and when this really takes off with kind of cryptocurrency, with Bitcoin, with the kind of big leaders in there as well, then that's when we're going to really kind of say to yourself, I'm really glad I stuck with crypto, because I think a lot of people are seeing Bitcoin going down and their investments going down. I've seen mine going down by 60, 70, 80%, some of them, until I started trading. Trading, I think, is a good way to kind of manage your portfolio. What I was doing before was hodling. That was totally the wrong thing to do, and I realise that now, but I'm just working on it just now with trading, and it's gone much better since I've been trading instead of hodling all the time. I don't think hodling is necessarily a brilliant strategy, although if you get in just now on some of the coins and some of the projects, I think hodling could be a good strategy. So it just depends when you get into the market. So yeah, I think we know the ETF is coming, but I was talking about the second wave. They was talking about, Lau was talking about the second wave, and I think we are starting the second wave as well, which is good news for cryptocurrencies in general. I'll just go back to chat. Studio 10, good morning to you. Ming Lai, good morning to you on this crypto journey. I agree, Coinbase are going places. They really are. They really are. So I take back everything I said about them. Jacob Hopkins, will the Coinbase plugin take market share from PundiX? No, it's not about that. This is for kind of websites actually doing it. So it's WordPress websites. So it's a plugin. It's just like an app for WordPress, basically. It's like an app for your website where you can just plug it in and you can start using it. So no, I don't think there's any competition at all to PundiX. PundiX is for merchants, point of sale machines. Honest Crypto Journey just picked up another $1 million bucks. If we hit 1 trillion market cap by the end of this year, can see BABB being a 10-cent coin within 12 months. I was thinking about this yesterday, and I was trying to do the maths behind I was trying to do the maths behind PundiX and BABB, the two ones, and just saying, okay, what are BABB going to be used for? How they're going to be integrated into the app? How people are going to start using BABB? So I was looking at that, and I was looking at the numbers for doing it as well, and just kind of talking hypothetically, if there was 100,000 users using the BABB app, how much would that bring in? So I've not kind of sat down and worked it all out yet, but I was doing that kind of yesterday, looking at that. Same with PundiX as well. If they got to the 100,000 point of sale machine targets, that would be fantastic, because the point of sale machines are about $300, and if we kind of times $300 by 100,000, and then we're talking 30 million, I believe that is. So 100, 1, 2, 3 star 300, 30 million dollars. That's $30 million brought in for the company just for the point of sale machines alone. And then obviously you've got the use of them as well. So I was trying to work out if 100,000 merchants actually used this and they were doing $10 a day, for example, very, very conservative. On average, $10 a day, how much would that bring in? So I was sitting down to kind of work out all that, and I was going to do a video on it, but it was just taking way too long, and there's too many different scenarios for it as well. Same with BACS as well. But it was interesting to look at anyway and do some research on it. So could it be 10 cents? Could BABB be 10 cents within? Well, what would that give BABB? If we were looking at BABB just now, it being 10 cents. So we're talking just now. So 0.10 divided by, so talking about 124 increase, times that by 16, 123 would give BABB a market capitalization of, how much would that be? 1.9 billion. Yeah, 1.9, well, nearly 2 billion. Could BABB have a market capitalization of billion? It's not out with the realms of possibility. They could have a market capitalization of 2 billion. It's hard to see at the moment because obviously it's so low just now. But if they get the banking licenses, they get maybe, I don't know, 10,000, 50,000, 100,000 users using the app, and which means basically 100,000 people opening up a bank account and start using that bank account as well. Then it could be worth 2 billion. This could be a real sleeping giant. 10 cents, I don't know, within 12 months. It'd be fantastic if that was to happen. I would be really happy with 1 cent just now, just 1 cent, and go from there. So where is 1 cent? What's the times on that? 0.01. So that would be 12 times where we are just now. So a 1200% increase from where we are just now, which again, that's more realistic, and they have been as high as 3 times where they are just now. So I think BABB is going to be one of the ones that you could get 100% return on investment if you invest in this just now and hold it till the end of the year. I think it's easily a 100% investment, although 100% return on investment, although they're not going to be bringing the banking, they're not going to be hopefully getting the bank license before the end of this year. I think it's going to be beginning of Q1 2019, but they might have news before the end of this year as well. So we're in August now, so we're only talking the next 4 or 5 months before something happens with BABB. Is it worth holding them? Yes, definitely. Or worth buying them just now? Yes, definitely. And this is one of the low prices. They've been a wee bit lower than this, but this is one of the lowest prices you're going to get in it. So still rate BABB, still highly confident in BABB as well. You never know in crypto though, you have to do your own research. I'm not your dad or anything like that. Put your big girl pants on, your big boy pants on, do your own research. But I'm still very confident, and I've got a lot of BABB tokens. I did sell some a couple of weeks ago because it was too top heavy, and I'm trading with those coins just now. So, and that's what I'm doing at the moment. Cryptomaniac can buy VET at around 1 cent. Whales are dumping now because masternodes are paused till September. 1TH, it will explode after that also, and you will generate VTHO, 2-coin system like NEO. Yeah, I noticed there was a kind of an airdrop. There wasn't an airdrop, but they were given, yeah, it was really kind of the airdrop for people who had VET on Binance. Binance are doing it. So you're going to get, it's almost like gas to NEO. That's what it is for VET. I think VET are going to do really big things. They've got things coming out for the end of this month as well. And VET is one of the ones I'm kind of trading at the minute. So I'm just going to see. So it's down to 191 at the moment. It has been as low as 174 and has been as high. And this was when it was going on Binance, 337. So we'll say a close of about 312, say 300. So I think again there's another 100% in there before the end of the year, and possibly much sooner than that. So VET is a good trading one. Plus you're going to get the VTHO as well, which is a good thing. If you're holding it in the snapshot time, obviously. Despicable Wombat, good day to you. Genio, like button crushed. Excellent morning all. We still believe in BABB, or is there any truth to Scottish Bull said? Personally, I believe in BABB and this channel to keep us all right. I still believe in BABB. I don't exactly know what Scottish Bull said about BABB. I don't exactly know what he said. I didn't read all the chat from Scottish Bull. But it's one person's opinion, although admittedly this is my opinion on BABB. And Scottish Bull obviously got kind of his opinion as well. Other people have got their opinion on BABB as well. So it's a matter of doing your own research and really thinking about what you're kind of investing in. If you're going to invest in it long term, it's definitely not a trading. Well, it could be a trading coin, but it's more of an investment. This is investing in a company. Genio just changed username, aka Eugene Cunningham. Right, I wondered because you said Genio and I thought I don't recognise that name, but that's what it is. Said it was a scam, Genio. I don't believe it's a scam. I don't believe it's a scam. Definitely not. I've spoken to Paul and Adam, obviously. I've spoken to the team, Annie, as well, Annie Alexander, who I knew before the crypto space in the blogging world and kind of the podcasting world as well. And at the very beginning, when she said she was working for them, I said I couldn't believe it because BABB, I've just kind of been looking at them. And so I trust what BABB are doing. I solely hope we don't get screwed over. I just trust what BABB are doing. I've got that kind of gut instinct as well, but I don't know how well they'll do. I don't know how well they'll do. I think it really hinges on this banking license. If being really honest, if they don't get that, then there might be an exit time to get out if they don't get the banking license. Although they've got a money license just now, they've got the e-money license just now, they could still go ahead with their plans, but I think it's all hinging on this banking license. To me, that's what it's about. It's about the banking licenses from Lithuania and the Bank of England, and then we can move forward from there as well. Okay, so other news I've kind of seen. What else did I see? Yeah, this was interesting. Germany's second largest stock exchange takes yet another step down the crypto road. So Germany's second largest stock exchange, Börse Stuttgart, has taken a step to host crypto trading and coin offerings, which I thought was really good. This follows an earlier announcement that its new app Bison would be released by fintech company Solar Labs and subsidiary of Börse Stuttgart Digital Ventures later this year. And Börse Stuttgart is Germany's second largest stock exchange after Börse Frankfurt. So I thought that was interesting as well. Again, this just reiterates what we've been saying about cryptocurrency coming into the mainstream, coming into kind of institutional investors as well, and coming in and making it easier for investors like you and I to come in. So if you remember when I first got into crypto, I think it was back in 2015 when I bought Bitcoin at $400. I bought it then and I had to go through Kraken. It took me ages to get onto Kraken, then I had to change it, then eventually used Coinbase and started using that. And I was stupid. I bought 3.14 of Bitcoin at $1,200. For me, obviously, that was a lot of money at the time. So this was 2015, I think it was. So I bought it $1,200, 3.14, and then it went down to about $200. And I thought, shit, I've kind of lost my money. It went down to $600, my investment, and then it went up to $1,800. And I thought, oh, brilliant! This is the time to get out. So I sold Bitcoin at $600, numpty. But I didn't know anything about it then. I'd heard about it, done a bit of research, and just bought it and was going to leave it. But when it went up to $600, 50% ROI, I thought, this is great. Fantastic, time to get out. Little did I know it was going to go up to 20,000, and that's when I started really researching kind of cryptocurrencies and really getting into it. But you live and learn, or do you? We're excited to announce our acceptance of XRP. Customers can now buy from nearly any online retailer with XRP. What does the Ripple community think of this? So this is from bitcoinstore.us. I'm just going to have a look at this. Buy from any online retailer, all major cryptocurrencies accepted. So I thought this was quite cool. So this is kind of gift kind of cards as well, and XRP and the Bitcoin Superstore. This was from kind of Reddit. I thought that was quite interesting. News? No, that was something else altogether. Okay, I think that's it for the news. I only had a very quick look over the news, and the biggest story for me was the Coinbase Listen, I'm just going to go back to CET, what they're doing, 894, 893. Good. Thank goodness they're going up, but that's a long-term hold anyway. Okay, so we'll look at a couple of coins. ETC, right, I recommended ETC yesterday to the premium channel. We're going to be, if you're in the premium channel just now, Jamie actually offered a brilliant suggestion, because what I do in the premium channel, usually every morning, round about 7 or 8 o'clock, I usually give calls every morning round about 7 or 8 o'clock, and a lot of people miss them because they're in America, they're in Australia, they're in different parts of the world. So what Jamie had kind of proposed doing was, I'm just going to check this just now, 1 second, check something while I'm here. Yeah, sorry, I was just checking something there. Yeah, so what Jamie proposed doing was to get calls throughout the day. So it wouldn't be a list of 10 coins or 12 projects. It would be throughout the day, and we'd be basing it on the strategy that we kind of use over in the premium channel as well, and doing a video on it so everybody can have a look, and then announcing it on the announcement channel that this has just happened and it meets a specific criteria. So we're looking at that just now, myself and the admins, and Jimbo as he's called now, or James it was before, on the Telegram group. But so we're looking at that just now, so hopefully we'll be able to kind of get that in place. We're just looking at logistics of it just now, so hopefully we'll be able to get that in place for you if you're a premium member as well. So it's all exciting. We're kind of moving on all the time with the premium channel, and just trying to make it better for you as well. Okay, so we're going to look at ETC, what they're doing just now. That's Bittrex, we want Binance. So it's going back up, so it's 2467 at the minute. So it did go down to about 2438. I still expect a good 10% increase in this, and this is because of the Coinbase listing. Obviously today and tomorrow I think they're going to be accepting ETC into Coinbase. I don't know if it's Tuesday they'll do it for 24 to 48 hours, but I think it's still going to go up a good 10% when it actually gets listed. Maybe more than that. So what we'll do is keep an eye on this 15 EMA, and if you're looking to get in, wait for the bounce off here, and this is kind of the bounce kind of level at the minute. But don't take my advice, obviously do your own research, see what you think, see what your gut feeling tells you as well. But it's at 2466 at the minute, so it's looking good. For me it's looking quite good on the 15 minute kind of chart. Has crossed back over the 15 EMA, which is good. So I'm still in Ethereum Classic just now and going to 2314, and I just told others, I said I think this is going to go up to about maybe 2,700, so it could be a good one to get into. So if you're in for that, that's looking okay at the minute. It's looking quite good, 2469, maybe 247, but I do expect a rise. We'll just look at the daily chart for ETC. So daily chart looks brilliant, obviously. It's only pulled back a little bit relative to where it was. And if we look at the bigger picture, we'll see that there's a kind of resistance around about 2,800. So resistance there about 2,800. I'm kind of expecting it to go through 2,800, and if it does, then we could go even higher, maybe reach 3,000 or 300,000. I'm saying 3,000, it's 300,000 Satoshi. So we could go as high as 300,000 Satoshi, and the all-time high, the all-time peak has been 410,000 Satoshi. So I think this could still take off, but just keep an eye on it. Obviously do your own research, don't take my word for it, do your own research there. I still think it's got about 10-20% left in it, at least 10%. So I'm sticking with it just now until I see a downturn, until I see some movement to the downside, and there's not that much movement to the downside on any of the charts really, unless you're looking at 1 minute chart or something. 2 hour chart still looks good. 1 hour chart, it did come down a wee bit. If we're looking at the 15 EMA, just so it's kind of hugging that 15 EMA as support just now. So I was expecting it to bounce off the 15 EMA and go back up again. but we need to wait and see what happens there. But it certainly looks as if it is going to bounce off the 15 EMA. And what's it's in at just now? It's minus 2% or something from where it was. So that's good. I'm still into Ethereum Classic just now. What are your thoughts on CNN coin? I don't really know. Yeah, I don't really know that one, to be honest. I've not looked at that. Despicable Wombat calls through the day when appropriate. Sounds like a goer for me down here in Skidney. So far the calls made haven't been much use to me, but it's fun. Crypto Social Club. Yeah, I think it's a group more than anything that really make the premium channel. It's definitely a group more than anything. I'm trying to figure out ways to make the calls even better for you. And by that I mean think about how to give them throughout the day and say, okay, this one's just up and coming. You might want to get into it, but obviously do your own research. So there might be 5 or 6 calls throughout the day. Trading calls, and obviously I still like doing the long-term calls, and I put out some long-term calls yesterday for the premium channel as well. So I've done that already, so that's good. Just have a look at the kind of top risers on Binance. Hot obviously. And Time New Bank. That's looking at the Renko charts on the 1 hour. So the Renko charts in the 5 minutes. I'm liking the 5 minute chart, Renko chart more and more, but there's obviously a lot in and out on the Renkos. But other than that, I like the Heikin Ashi. ICN 4%, it's not that much. Steady climber though. You can see a clear trend line there, but on the 1 hour, yeah, there's a clear trend line starting to develop here on ICN. And you see these spikes here, so it obviously gets pumped every now and again. Zen, how's that doing? Zen is doing well at the moment as well. I think we're starting to see a kind of an upward trend, and the alts in general, we're starting to see them just now, and just see what happens with Bitcoin. Via is up as well, not so much of a reverse change as a slight uptick. So we're just going through the top ones at the minute. Again, looks as if there's a reverse change as well. So hopefully this is going to be good for the alts in general. Who's the biggest loser? PundyX. PundyX is down. Where are they trading at the minute? PundyX is a 28.29. Yeah, 28.29. So I believe PundyX are going to go up as well by quite a lot, but it's just my feeling. Dent, how are they doing? Might go down another Satoshi. BCN, it's a hard one to trade because it's so low price. See a coin. I'll just go back to chat. To hold any ETN or don't hold any Electronium. I never ever got into it because of Michael's Stellar connection. So I never ever looked at it after that, to be honest, Gavin. I know he's out the picture now and all that, but I just never went back to it. Atif XEM is on good support. It never dropped from 2000 sats during all these red markets. So XEM, I think we kind of looked at that before. XEM Binance. And we'll look at the daily chart. It's had a big drop. And we're talking from May. So it's never really stopped going down. XEM. It's been as low as 1979. So this might be a low for it. But overall trend is still down at the minute. If we look at the 6 hour chart. So we're just starting to pick back up. It's not really so much forming a new trend for XEM. as it's kind of just coming off its lows. It looks as if it's coming off its lows at the minute. And we had a wee kind of uptick there from about 2,500 and went up to 3,100. So what's that, about 20%, 25%? But still in a general downtrend, but it might just be start of an uptrend again. I don't know. That's crossing over on the 6-hour chart on the 15 EMA. Davey Stew, I feel the same about PundyX, Steve. Maybe fast too. Yeah, I think once PundyX goes, it's going to go. I really do. I kind of keep an eye on the kind of order books. And I've been in and out of PundyX as well, just trading it, but I'd like it for but I've got long-term hold as well for the community fund. But it's good trading, even just scalping for 1 Satoshi. If you've got enough, you can get I've been trading it with kind of 1.5 Bitcoin or something, 2 Bitcoin, and get 0.05 Bitcoin back when it goes up 1 Satoshi. So good from that point of view, but I think it's just going to explode at some point, and I think that's coming soon. A feeling, nothing else, just a feeling. With the good news that they're kind of constantly bringing out as well, I just think something big is going to happen with PundyX very soon. So I need to wait and see with that. So yeah, always take a look at the order books and see what's happening with that. There's still a lot of kind of bots in there just now. It's a pain in the arse, but bot is just becoming a part of the crypto world, unfortunately. The bots are. Yeah, so we need to wait and see with PundyX. Chardan is in the house. Welcome to you. We're just finishing up just now, Chardan. Unfortunately, I think that's it for just now, actually. I'll just have another quick look at what's happening. We'll have a look at Bittrex, see what's going on in Bittrex. I've seen Bittrex for a bit. What's leading the charge there? Game is leading the charge. That's on a 6-hour. Just coming off its lows, really. What's the lowest price coin on? It's the VTR's getting listed. Dogecoin. Dogecoin's still there. And Bitbean as well. It's still in the game. I used to trade on, when I first started, I used to trade on Bittrex, but it's usually as kind of Binance now. So who's the top gainers? Dogecoin. Looks like a pump and dump coin, that. From 265 up to 325. Yeah, that's a pump and dump coin, that. If you look, we'll just go to the daily chart. See the spikes? Spikes here. See big spikes here, big spikes here, big spike, big spike, big spike, and down again. So that's definitely a pump and dump coin. Although no big spikes recently. Last big spike was in January, that's in the daily. And here, March. And a wee spike in July. From 275 up to 369. So yeah. Look at the hourly and just go back, see who's the highest. PPC, Peercoin. So that's had a wee run for the last wee while actually. Peercoin. QRL. Big spike there on QRL 5399 to 6623. Coming back down, so it might be due a bounce back up the Fibonacci. Game, BRX, breakout stake. I've been in that in the past. Cool. I'll just see if there's any more comments and then we'll kind of head off. Stu Johnson late today, mate. Just finishing up, Stu, unfortunately. JC Standard got some BRD. It's starting to look good on the chart. BRD has been looking good on the charts over the last couple of weeks, to be honest. So we'll just have a look at BRD, see what they're doing just now. Yeah, so that's on the 1-hour chart. We'll just look at the 6-hour chart. You can see it's coming in and out of play on the 6-hour, but it's kind of trading sideways at the minute. But I think we're going to have a breakout soon. We're kind of breaking out here on the 6-hour chart with BRD, and I think it's a good one for the long term, if you're into this for the long term. And a lot of these coins, when you go back and you kind of stand back and look at the bigger picture, and then you say, okay, could this reach its all-time high again? And from where is it just now compared to its all-time high? I think there's a really good website as well. If you look at hcoinindex.com, and if you look at the all-time highs and where they are from their all-time highs, this is really interesting. Bitcoin Diamond, 97% off its all-time high. Nano is 95%. So what's a good one that you could say is definitely Cardano? I thought this was really interesting. I was checking this the other day. Cardano is 90% off its all-time high. So that's fantastic. I think Cardano could be a brilliant one for the long term. I've said that before. If I had £1 million and I was forced to just pick one coin, or forced to pick 10 coins, about 10 coins I've got, and Cardano would be one of them for long term, and just hold it for the next 3-4 years. If there's going to be cryptocurrency in 3-4 years, we don't know. What would be another good one? Tron, obviously, down 90% of its all-time high. KuCoin shares, I thought that was interesting, it's 89%, but you'll get a lot of them that are off their all-time high. PundiX, 87% of its all-time high, so it has been as high as 1.5 cents just now, and now it's 1.9 of a cent at the minute. So PundiX is one of those ones, if you buy just now and say, okay, if it just reaches its all-time high, which wasn't that high at 1.5 cents, well, it was because of the circulating supply, and you think, okay, that's a 10xer. That is really a 10xer if we're just, or 8xer. So if you invest $1,000 and by the end of the year or by this time next year, you've got $8,000 back, I think that'd be fantastic. That's how I see PundiX, definitely. Cardano as well, if we're to invest in that, I think that's, although the market capitalization is $1.5 billion, I think Cardano could get to 10, 20, 30 billion quite quickly actually. I think Cardano is definitely a long-term hold. NEO is one of them as well. NEO will be in the top 10 as well for my, if I had $1 million and I had to divide it between 10, NEO would be one of them. Ontology as well. So there's a lot of good ones out there, as well as the smaller cap coins like BABB. Would you invest in that as well? Yes, obviously I have invested in it. A lot of people have. PundiX would be a small cap one, although that's 200 million just now. What would be the other one? Holochain. I think that's a brilliant bet for the long term. I think that's a fantastic opportunity for the long term. And what else did I say? Dent could be another big one as well. Where is Dent off its all-time high? All-time high price is 11 cents. Current price is 0.2 of a cent. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So all-time high market cap was 1 billion. Current market cap is 21 million. 21 million. So it's 97.91% of its all-time high, which is incredible, because Dent, if you've not checked out Dent in the kind of mobile space, then I think you're going to be really surprised at what you could get with Dent as well. So that's another one that looks really good. Okay, I'm going to leave it there just now because I think I'm rambling a wee bit. So whatever you're doing, have a brilliant day and take care in the markets. I'm just going to see how many people were on. 54 watching just now. How many? You get 30 likes. So crush those likes before you go. Crush the likes. We've only got 30 just now. Crush the likes if you're still here. Just hit the like button. It does help the channel a wee bit. We're nearly up to 3,000. I've not been pushing it to grow this channel. I've just been doing the lives and just letting it do its own thing. And if it grows, it grows. If it doesn't. And if you want to join us in the premium group as well, such an amazing group of people. Plus we do daily calls. And we just had a member of the month as well this month, which was Pete. He was our member of the month for July. So congratulations to Pete as well. Big congratulations to you. And I think that was a well-deserved one. Everybody agreed. Well, most people agreed. So yeah, that was our first member of the month in the premium channel as well. So if you want to join us, click on the link down below and check it out. Okay, until next time, have a brilliant day for what you're doing, and I'll see you next time. Until then, namaste. Take care. Bye now.